It's Cali951 coming at you with a self-sufficient living video. First thing I want to talk about is the home. Whether you live in suburban America or out in the woods, having an efficient home is a must. Um, One key aspect would be having a lot of windows to let in natural light and prevent you from having to use your electricity that you have harnessed for lighting purposes. So the less you have to use, the better. The next thing would be you want to have a lot of good insulation so you can keep that heat that you have produced in and keep the cold air out, or vice versa in the summertime. Have a lot of ventilation so you can move air throughout your home very easily. Those are some big things. A lot of homes don't have those. Energy sources. First thing I want to talk about is wind turbines. If you live in a mild to heavy wind area, a wind turbine might be something you want to look at. They have a lot, varying from ones that are already built to ones that you build yourself, which will cost a lot less. You can get innovative. There's roof models. I'm sure if you have any engineering or you know an engineer, they can produce you something like this that goes on top of your roof to harness wind energy. That's all going to tie back in your battery shed, or however you have your battery set up. Another thing would be solar energy. It's been around a long time, very efficient, very reliable. Right here we have solar shingles on a roof, very unobtrusive. So if you lived in a suburban area, it really wouldn't stick out a whole lot having solar panels on your roof when there's shingles, or the slimline solar panels. Solar energy's been around as long as space travel, and probably obviously before that. They use it up there all the time, so they aren't burning fossil fuels. Very reliable source of energy. The next thing I want to talk about is going to be hydroelectric power, harnessing a river, a dam, a stream, where you're going to be using the water to turn a turbine and then generating power off that. Very simple, very effective. Of course, limited to certain areas of use, so you can't have hydroelectric power everywhere, but very quality source of electricity in the areas that you can have it in. Another thing would be wave energy, harnessing the power of waves of the ocean. Very reliable. The UK is actually using this a lot as well. Will the US use it? Probably not for a while, because they're really not too concerned about making the United States any better and using quality energy sources. But very simple, and it's been around a while. It's a shame that we haven't used it more. Heating sources going to be essential in any area that does get cold enough to use a heating source. Right here we have a wood-burning stove, outdoor wood-burning stove. So something you probably see more in a country type setting. The next one's going to be an indoor wood burner. So simple operation. You're going to be throwing wood inside there. It's going to burn. They have pellet burners and things like that. And then that's piped into your ductwork, so that way you can pass that heat throughout the home. I mean, it's very simple. You can use fans, whatever. Another thing is going to be your water. Obviously, a very essential part of the human body is water. Our bodies are made up of, I believe, 75%, don't quote me on it, water. And if you don't have quality water, you're going to have all kinds of issues. Municipal water is pumped in, it's fluoridated. It has chlorine in it. It's dangerous. And if you've ever studied fluoride, you'll find that fluoride is a neurotoxin. It attacks your brain. And one area in your brain in particular holds more fluoride than anything else in your body. It's the pineal gland. Another thing that also attacks these is NutraSweet, fake sugar, aspartame. These are very dangerous poisons that you probably, not all of you, but probably a majority, ingest them daily. Not having your pineal gland, which I'm going to throw a diagram right here, not having a functional pineal gland will really ruin you in the long run. This gland is responsible for producing DMT, dimethyltryptamine, and also regulating your hormones. If you don't have DMT, you will not dream and you will go crazy. DMT is most produced during REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement, and right before you die. This is the 2 times that you produce the most amount of DMT. It's responsible for your dreaming and the subconscious way of thinking. And regulating hormones is very essential. That's what makes you grow. That's what allows your brain to develop properly. If you can take care of yourself in those aspects, you'll be a lot better off. Another thing is food. Food is your normal food that you're going to get from the grocery store is bombarded with pesticides and growth hormones and just grown very, very poorly. I recommend growing your own food, and if you can't do that, get it from a farmer that you know doesn't use these pesticides and growth hormones and has a very natural type of growing style. These food companies have one mission, and then that's to make as much food as they can as quickly as they can. They don't care about your health. So you're dealing with corporate America. You're not dealing with a government that wants to help you. You're dealing with the central bank and all the corporations and oil companies that compose our nation together. That's what drives America. You have elite forces that control the way things are dictated. And once you get over the whole left-right paradigm of thought, then you'll understand a little bit more that becoming self-sufficient is what they don't want you to do. And it's not even they. Once you label they, it's what these organizations and corporations don't want you to do. Because then you don't have to rely on anybody. You can produce your own things. You understand what they're doing. And so not only are you self-sufficient, but you also need to be able to protect yourself from these things. Having a rifle, a shotgun, a pistol are great ways of defending yourself. But better yet, also have the ammunition and the magazines and the training to back those things up. You can have a lot of guns, you can have a lot of ammo, you can have everything you want, but if you aren't properly trained and understand actual combat scenarios, then you will fall short. Another thing is going to be value. You want to have things, you want to own property and of value, actual value. Gold, silver, weapons, actual land property, a home. These are things that actually have real value. Every paper monetary system has failed. History will show you that. Our money system is failing. Their only answer is to pump more money into the current money system in order to fix it. And obviously, that's going to fail. You already have the North American Union, and this, what you're looking at right here, is the Amero. This is sort of an idea of how it'll look. We're moving to a one-world money system. What can we do to help ourselves? Self-sufficient and be self-sufficient. Have maybe a hybrid car, an electric car, something that's not constantly getting you for every dollar you have, throwing money down the tank. This is what the government wants you to do. When you do it the self-sufficient way and take care of yourself, you're safe. I hope you learned something. Have a great day.